Howdy, everyone. Welcome into Oglethorpe Outlook here on the SDH Network. I'm Madison Crews, and joined with me is head coach of the men's soccer team at Oglethorpe in Jon Akin. Jon, how you doing?
Great, Maddie. How are you?
Doing well. We're surviving the hurricane, all the fun things.
Yep, absolutely. We were in a very wet practice yesterday, and on the road now.
Awesome. Well, I want to go ahead. I want to touch a little bit on that last matchup against Maryville College, a 3-0 victory for you guys. What were your overall thoughts after that performance?
Very pleased. It's not an easy. Anytime you're traveling 4 hours and playing the day of the game, you're not sure exactly what you're going to get off the bus with. But we got off there a little tired, but committed to our game plan. Maryville sat in against us, trying to make life difficult. And we managed that, and got to put 3 goals in, which was a great feeling.
And I have to ask, after that matchup, Oglethorpe swept in the SAA weekly awards. Daniel got Defensive Player of the Week, and Adrian got Offensive Honor. How pivotal have both of them been on the offensive side and then also on the defensive side? Because we've seen Daniel also jump in on the offensive side as well.
Yeah, he's a special player for us for sure. He can kind of do it all. Obviously, game tying goal with seconds to go in the memory match. He's so athletic. He's great timing in the air. So hard in a tackle. He's wonderful for us. And on the other side of it, Adrian is just scoring goals for fun, and we hope he keeps that going.
And I mean, looking at this matchup against Center, first game in SAA conference play, how important is it to get that win against Maryville College, and then coming into this one, how important is that win?
Yeah, I think it's a great boost of confidence. We had done really well, I thought, leading into the last 2 victories, and just didn't come out with wins. And so to get both of those results and finish our non-conference season with a solid victory on the road definitely helps us feel good about going into conference play.
It's been a weird non-conference schedule for you guys, like a little up and down a couple times. Finally getting the footing underneath you, what do you think have been some of the biggest bright spots and some of the biggest challenges for you guys?
That's kind of our formula is we always try to play a strong non-conference schedule to prepare us to be ready for whatever the conference holds. And I thought outside of 45 minutes in the Emory game and 45 minutes in the Washington Lee game, we were really good. We didn't finish everything we should have, but we played good teams. So I think it allowed me to take a look at us under stress and find out where we're doing the right things with certain players in certain positions, and do we need to make some adjustments. And I think we've made those adjustments, and hopefully we're ready for a good run of form to finish the season.
And looking at Center as a whole, what are some of the biggest challenges that they present to you guys heading into this match?
Center's always been a set piece team. They're built to counterattack, try to frustrate you. They're very physical. They're a very raw team. So if we can manage those, manage those moments and do what we do, I think we'll be okay. But, weather may be an issue. We don't know how much rain they're going to get. We could play on an alternate field, their football field, which would be a smaller field and turf, which changes the dynamics that we prepared for. But we'll find out where we're playing, and we'll go play the game.
How difficult is it going into a match like this where it's kind of a little uncertain about like where it's going to go? And, you've played at Center before, and then possibly not being able to play on the field that you're used to, and then hopping into a different place. How do you manage that?
Yeah, traditionally they've got a great surface. Obviously the hurricane, has put a damper on how much rain people have gotten and stuff like that. But they've got a great, huge grass field. It's a wonderful field to play on. And I've told the guys we've got to be prepared for whatever comes our way and whatever the situation that's dictated to us based on weather, and we've got to be professional and get the job done, whatever surface we're on. So a lot of our guys, we go in 2-year cycles, so it would be seniors or juniors who played on this field before. So for a lot of the guys, it's just a game that Oglethorpe's playing, and we've got to get out there and get the result.
And the center matchup between you guys, center versus Oglethorpe, it's a little bit of a rivalry between you guys. How do you balance going into a rivalry like this, knowing it's a rivalry game, but keeping everything composed and not letting that kind of overtake what the game's supposed to be about?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're trying to just focus on game play and not getting into an emotional contest. Trying to remain calm, try to stick to our game plan, and just go about our business. And that's, the direction they're getting, and hopefully they lock in and focus on those things. It's an emotional game. We're humans, and we can be emotional, calculated as we can, but still play with desire and heart, but not get distracted from other people's tactics.
And on the flip side of that, I feel like a game like this too, to kind of start off your conference play, it can also kind of, I think, help bring a little bit of a boost or an energy. Is that something you noticed heading into this matchup between the guys, and especially with training?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a good week of training and a full week to prepare, minus today being a travel day. But yeah, I mean, I think everybody knows that 3 points for a win, 1 point for a tie, and no points for a loss. And we're trying to get that the point total to be the highest in league play, so we can host get a bye in the first round and host the conference tournament. That's the ultimate goal.
Has it hit you that, you're starting conference play? Has it felt kind of like it's come around really, really quickly for you? It feels like you guys just started the season.
I know. It really is. It goes quickly. And, I think that's why it's so important to play a good non-conference schedule. So, you can make those adjustments and learn truly about what you're about, what your strengths and weaknesses are, and be battle tested, because now the team that wins the conference tournament, and I think whoever hosts has certainly an advantage, and we want to give ourselves the best chance to get an NCAA berth, which comes with winning the conference tournament.
Awesome. All right. Well, Coach, again, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for joining in on the bus as well, especially with everything with the hurricane. Crazy stuff as we go. Didn't know I would have power. Didn't know if I would have power at the end of it either. I was kind of just like playing the game of like a flip a coin if I would. So
yeah, well, we got it done, and thank you for having me on the show today.
The Oglethorpe women's soccer team are also joining the men's soccer team as they head up to Danville, Kentucky this Saturday to face off against Center College in their first game in conference play. The women will start off the doubleheader at 1 p.m. and the men will play right after that match has concluded. Thank you so much for listening to this week's Oglethorpe Outlook, and make sure you guys tune in next week for another new episode.